Hey, what's going on? Here with my buddy Kevin Kramis,
What's going on?
and we're having a drink, but this is so not like drinks that we would have through the years. By the way, Kevin, comedian out of Detroit, been at it for what, 30 years?
A long time.
Long ass time.
Long time.
And he's having coffee, and I'm having water because we're being responsible. We're here at Brouhaha. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oh, you can drink
so
there.
lame. Yes, you can.
You can drink there.
We're at
I have.
it's a beer and comedy festival in Saginaw, Michigan that we're doing tonight. Kevin is the MC up there for the past 8 years, and you and I have known each other a long time.
Long time.
We have knocked back many a cocktail. That's why for us to both be sitting here and not having a beverage in front of us,
Crazy.
of the alcohol variety, is quite a stunner. Because and again, Kevin and I, we've done a ton of gigs together, and I mean, just got lit up. I mean, Crown Royal, Jameson beer,
Everything.
and stuff like that. You just all of a sudden, like, stopped.
I did.
Like 4 years
did.
ago, you stopped.
Just stopped cold.
And I mean, and you were drinking, and then, I mean, smoking cigarettes too. And now you're running the fucking marathons.
Yeah.
What was the, I mean, you were always in, you'd work out on the road.
I was concerned with my health.
Right.
I was always concerned with it.
Right.
What
happened though? I mean, what made you go 4 years ago when you went, this needs to stop?
It wasn't nothing I planned. The last two times I drank, I can remember like it was yesterday. I had, this is not many. I had like 3 beers one night at the Garden City Moose Lodge, went home, woke up the next day like I'd been hit by a truck. And then the next day or a couple days later, did the same thing. And I went, man, somebody's sending me a message to, because I used to be able to drink.
Yeah?
Case of beer a night.
You and I have plenty of stories.
Oh, yeah. Right. I drank Canada Dry.
Yeah, literally.
Right. You know?
Then all of a sudden...
I just stopped and I went, maybe I got to take a month off. That was what I think.
Right.
I'll take a couple days off.
Right.
And it was a week, and then it was a month, and then it was like... Actually, and it started in December, so the month was up. I quit a month before this event that I had been doing, I think, for 3 or 4 years prior.
Right.
And I mean, I was the head beer drinking cheerleader of this event.
Sure.
And then did this. I mean, if I can get through brouhaha without drinking.
Get through a beer festival
without
having a few cocktails.
You've made it.
That's impressive. Because you also stopped smoking, then you started running and doing stuff like that. I mean, literally, you were like Benjamin Buttons. You have reversed time. I mean, you look 10 years younger without having the booze and the cigarettes and stuff like that. Do you miss it?
Not really. Not really. I can hang out with people. They can have cocktails. They'll drive you home.
I know.
That's the nice part about it.
Yeah, you and I were always before going, all right, who's sober enough to get us back to the hotel? And now it's like, it's just you.
It's
hey,
so nice.
It's just Kevin.
Wave at the cops.
I know. Hilarious. You have, aside from being a comedian through the years, you've done a number of PA announcing gigs. You were the voice of the Michigan State Fair for a long time. Also the Toledo Mud Hens, AAA farm team for the Detroit Tigers. And what is it, when you were working, because I know sometimes like you're doing these PA announcing gigs for some of these sports teams, and they ask more of you than what the normal requirement is, other than me just in the press box and calling out numbers and sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't always tell people I'm a comic, and that was my problem at Toledo. They knew that because the person that hired me, her dad owned a comedy. It was Alan Cedar's daughter worked for the Mud Hens. That's how I got my job. So they knew I was a comic. So
right.
There was a time when there was a weather delay, and they're like, could you go out of the field and maybe do some time? And I was like, and it was,
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. It was, 4,000, 5,000 people there at Fifth Third Field, and they want me to go out there and stand on the pitcher's mound.
But it's raining,
deliver.
Right? There's obviously a weather delay?
Oh, it was a weather delay.
So
it was raining.
So it's raining, and they want to hand you a microphone.
Hand me a microphone.
And stand out there.
I compromised. I did Sweet Caroline from the pitcher's mound. Led the whole place in
Did you really?
the rain. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That's funny. Yeah, I could see the look on your face, them asking you to do time.
Oh yeah,
out on the ball field.
You know. I mean, not that we wouldn't have done it for the right amount of money.
Yeah, but for whatever you're making, your per game fee, you're like, no, I'm not doing this.
No, I wasn't even getting free parking.
No, that's horrible.
It was before social media, so if I'd have done it, I may not have gotten in trouble.
You and I had so many crazy ass times on the road of the dumb stories that we have been a part of. Is any of them stick out in your head?
Golfing with chicken wings.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, I was just talking about that with my buddy the other day about that. Tell it.
We were working. We had night off at Bay Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan was playing Michigan State.
Yes, football.
In football.
Yep.
And there was one of those early versions of one of them golf simulators, like. Yeah, it wasn't really pro golf.
It had the big screen,
right?
And then you would take the ball and you'd hit it, and then it would hit the screen, and then it would tell you how far your ball went.
Yeah,
and it sort of simulated where the ball was at, like on the fairway or on the green and stuff like that.
And so we wondered if chicken wings would how we sucked at golf.
We did, but we did well at eating chicken wings.
We did well at chicken wings.
We could knock down some chicken wings.
I think we went through a whole bucket of wings.
We went there. It was
like they were balls.
Oh my God! You and me and my two buddies, and we were, and we took the chicken wings, and we were heaving the chicken wings at the screen to see how far they were going. And I can't believe nobody saw us doing this. I mean, it was a packed bar, but I mean, nobody saw us doing this thing. Well, it's a casino. That's even worse. I mean, even of any place that's going to have cameras, that should have had
on the res too.
On the reservation, yeah. And so I remember the lights came up, and it looked like a crime scene.
Big white screen.
Big white screen with all this chicken grease and the wing sauce dripping down, and it looked like a New Orleans voodoo ceremony at the bottom with all these chicken wings at the base of the screen.
And not having this technology probably saved us.
Thank you.
Because if we'd have been taking pictures and posting that,
we'd have been screwed.
We'd have been done.
One of my favorites was when we were in. We were in Hale, Michigan. And we stopped off at that bar that Uncle Cracker had filmed the
Long Lake Inn.
Part of his video for Smile.
Yep.
So we go in there, we were hanging out talking with the bartender. I don't even know how many years ago this was.
She knew Hildebrandt.
Long time ago. Yeah, she knew, another friend of ours, Bill Hildebrandt. Well, any bartender in town knows Bill Hildebrandt.
Yeah, that's true.
And so we were sitting there. And I don't even know how this topic came up. I think we were talking about cancer, because I had been in remission for a while. I don't know how the conversation even got there, but they were talking about this lady who came in, and she had breast cancer. She had a double mastectomy, but she had implants installed, but for whatever reason, she didn't get the nipples installed with them.
Not the right insurance.
Apparently. I mean, talk about your HMO screwing you over. And you and I were so fascinated with the fact that I just thought that came with.
I did too.
I thought the wheels came with the car. I didn't think you could line item stuff like it was.
Like it was an option.
Like you're a Ruth's Chris and you're like, I don't want the broccoli. I'll have the asparagus.
Like on Match.com. Do you like nipples? No nipples.
And this lady shows up.
She showed up.
She showed up, and you and I must have spent a king's ransom in Captain and Coke trying to see. Because the bartender said she would flash people
and
she show that she had no nipples, and we spent a ton of money
looking at her. I mean,
yes,
they were decent size. We were like,
we kept staring, going, and the bartender, she was cracking up. She goes, "You guys are idiots."
And we just pretty liquored up.
So funny. Well, man, you keep yourself busy.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely, man. You keep yourself very, very busy. You're doing PA announcing, doing comedy, stuff like that. You're running your marathons. I know you're active on Facebook. What else?
Twitter. I got
Twitter. Your website.
Famous Kramis on Twitter. KevinKramis.com.
KevinKramis.com is your website.
Yeah.
See Kevin Kramis. If you hear these lilting tones of Kevin, know that at one point in time they were completely coated in alcohol.
That's how they got this way.
That's it. See?
Once you get it to where you want it,
you just stop.
Yeah.